All right, we're back here as the Raiders set to kick it off as Perez Jr. kicks a little pooch kick. As the 49ers receive it, I think that's number 11. He returns it for maybe 10 yards as the 49ers will start here in the second half up 19-0 at their own 42-yard line. So we'll see what adjustments the Raiders have made at half. You even had the president, Jeremy, down there talking to him for the organization. Because he definitely expects more as well. It's going to be first down, 49ers, as I adjust to get you the best possible angle. So 49ers coming out in a shotgun. Single back as quarterback takes the snap, hands off to number 2. Number 2 gets a good hole, and he bounces it outside, dodges one tackler, makes his way all the way out to the far side as Anthony Rochelle finally brings him down. Good 10-yard run right there for number 2. What's his name? Aiden Brooks. As his mom is up here in the booth with us. But a good run there. And this offensive line doing a good job of making these big holes for the running backs to go through, but then the running backs doing the rest by making their way into the secondary, as there seems to be some confusion here. What is happening? As these referees try to figure everything out. So we'll see what happens here as the Raiders defense without, oh, it looks like Princeton Reed is back in the game at safety, and this team really does rally around him as one of their leaders. So him being out the whole second quarter, you know, next man up, so to speak. You need to have somebody else take charge and be a leader on this team. And it's the 49ers here on a 1st and 10 after the 10-yard run. Shotgun formation, handoff to, and now it's the quarterback pulls it back out as he makes his way down the sidelines, and he's running all the way to the corner. And he finally gets terrible camera work because he finally gets pushed out at the 3. So a good job, I guess, by the Raiders there, not giving up. That was Anthony Rochelle, but he is down as he's holding his right arm. And there is a flag on the field back at the 38-yard line. So it's going to be a hold on the 49ers. That'll push them back 10 yards, but hold or not, we cannot allow runs like that to happen. So a little bit of a break for the Raiders there as the 49ers will go up 1st and I do not understand how this works. It was 1st and 10. There was a hold. That's a 10-yard penalty, but now it's 1st and 13. Is that a 3-yard penalty? If I don't know, whatever. All right, shotgun on an end around to almost like a tight end reverse, but the Raiders are all over it as they pull him down. That's number 11 for the Raiders, and along with Tristan Guido. Let me get number 11's name. I cannot remember everybody. 308. Bang, bang. That was number 11 that made his way into the backfield. That's Liam Edwards. Okay. I didn't know Liam was number 11. So we'll have to go back and see what some of these calls are, because not just this game, and it's not just against the Raiders or just against the 49ers, but a handful of times there's been 10-yard penalties. But they'll move them back like 4 yards. And I'm like, what? Unless it's like different rules or something, but I doubt it because I've been watching the first 2 games this year. The Raiders come out shotgun, let's see, 2 receivers on each side, 1 running back in the backfield. Raiders still in that 4-3 defense as the snap is a little high. So the quarterback starts to try to run for his life as he throws it right at the last second to number 2. Mean stiff arm as the Raiders try to bring him down. But a good little improv there as the quarterback looked like he was running for his life, and at the last second threw it over to the halfback, and he did the rest, as that was about a 10-yard gain on what looked like a broken play. So Raiders now 3rd and 12. Is that a flag by his shoe? Yeah, there is a flag down, but no signal yet. As these referees try to figure out what the call is. Going to be personal foul, face mask on the offense. Now listen, I was going to say that, but his mom's 3 feet to my right. And I'm not trying to get sucker punched, but it did look like number 2 on accident as he was running grabbed the face mask. He was just trying to stiff arm, and I thought, I don't know if they are going to call that. But sure enough, they did. So that'll march the 49ers back to their own 38-yard line. So Raiders, this is the time that they need to capitalize, as it looks like Raiders showing blitz here, and they do come. Serenity Romero almost gets there. It looks almost like a screen pass by the 49ers, which is a great time to call that as it's completed, and he carries the defense another 3 or 4 yards, as that was about a 17-yard gain, which will bring up 3rd and 8. But people are standing around. Was there another flag? And there is a guy down as well for the 49ers. But all the refs are way back at the original line of scrimmage. I don't see a flag on the ground. And they are moving the ball backwards. I don't know why. Dang, I just looked up and he put his arm back as if it was a penalty, but I didn't see what the call was. So in case you didn't tune in this morning, 49ers have taken 2 out of the 3. The 8U barely won at the very, I guess, end of the game, as the 49ers almost came back, came within 1, and then did not get the conversion. So Raiders won 25-24. The 9U, Raiders and 49ers. 49ers won. I don't have the score in front of me. I want to say it was 19-0, or that might have been the 10U game. But regardless, 49ers took the next 2, and now we're in the 11U, which will be followed up by 12U and 14U. So now it'll be 2nd and, good Lord, 10, 20, 30, about 29, about 2nd and 29. But again, we've seen this 49er offense pop off before, so we'll see what happens. Quarterback shotgun throw to the right on a slant route, just threw it a little bit behind him, so it'll be incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 29. As there's a man down for the Raiders. It looks like might be number 9. Reyes Hernandez Jr. I believe that's number 9, as he's grabbing his right leg towards the knee area. So that's not good, as they take an injury timeout here. But he seems to be all right as he walks off the field. So 3rd quarter still, 19-0. There's definitely showing a little more on defense this half, which is nice to see. There has been a couple big penalties for the 49ers as well, but I mean, that's all you can ask for at this age is adjustments. And so far they've done a decent job of that, but we need to get the offense going. And with Princeton Reed back, we'll see what we can do. But time of possession here going really to the 49ers here in the third, as the Raiders have not gotten the ball yet here in the second half. So 3rd and 29, quarterback and shotgun, running back motions out to the right. Quarterback drops back, looks like he's going to take it himself. Makes one tackler move, miss, and another one spins out of it. Finally, he's going to be wrestled-ish down by Princeton Reed and Alejandro Ramos, but not before about an 18-yard gain, as quarterback for the 49ers is down, as he's now slowly getting back up. So a good run there that looked like when the pocket really collapsed, he took matters into his own hands and turned it into an 18-yard gain, bringing up a 4th and 10. So 4th and 10 in the NFL or college is a huge deal. It's like, oh man, we're about to get the ball back. But sometimes when you watch teams like these play, where they both have good offenses, 4th and 10 doesn't mean anything. As the 49ers lineup trips to the right, one receiver to the left, shotgun formation with a running back, and this will be a different quarterback, as number 11 was taken out of the game for that brief injury. I think when they call an injury timeout, you have to set at least one play out, even though he's probably good to go. So they have number 4 back there right now with number 44 at running back. Raiders, ooh, and a whistle blown here. Let's see what they call. I think it's going to be a timeout, 49ers. So timeout 49ers is, this could be looked at as a big 4th and 10, because if they can convert here, you're really taking the ball out of the Raiders' hands. As I don't know how much time is left in this third quarter, but it seems like it's been a while and the Raiders haven't even gotten the ball. So Raiders need a stop here. So timeout is over as the players make their way back onto the field and onto the line of scrimmage. So big 4th and 10 here from the Raider 45-yard line. Shotgun formation, still the other quarterback, number 4 in the game. Receiver motion to the left, quarterback drops back, throws, and it's complete to number 44, but he's hit big time by Princeton Reed. And this is going to be close to a first down, but a nice throw and catch there, but a big hit by Princeton Reed. And they give him the first down. Tough. That's super tough right there. As you put in your backup quarterback and he throws a dot for a first down on a 4th and 10. But again, Raiders need to stick to their assignments on defense. Shotgun formation, one running back in the backfield. Play action, quick throw, but he's hit right away by Asai Nunez. So good defense there by defensive back Asai Nunez, number 10. As it's tough to see with the canopies there, that might have been a 1-yard gain. Bring up 2nd and 9. As Serenity Romero checks into the game. As number 18, Noah Peckham, comes out. So a little bit of a different look for the Raiders on defense right now. It's shotgun formation, he drops back, throws the ball deep, and it's going to be picked off by Princeton Reed for the Raiders. So interception and a turnover, as the ball was slightly underthrown, and Princeton read it as he was back at safety, and he gets the interception. So believe it or not, I swear there has to be, out of the 8-minute quarter, half the time has been wasted, which is tough when you're down 19 points if you don't have the ball. Finally, they're back on offense. Princeton sat out the second quarter with a undisclosed injury. So we don't know what happened there, but he's back now, and let's see how they respond here. So third quarter, Raiders down 19-0 here at Sahuarita High School in Sahuarita, Arizona. As the Raiders look to change things around here on offense to try to get a spark going. So they come out in shotgun formation. Number 21, Hernandez. Oh, no, sorry, Daniel Gonzalez. Oh, yeah, Gonzalez, yeah. Number 21, Daniel Gonzalez in the game. Looks like at fullback. Princeton Reed back at quarterback. Tristan Guido in at running back. Handoff to Guido as he runs up the middle. Has a little bit of a hole there as he maybe got 4 yards. So good positive run there. But a little sense of urgency I feel like needed right now as we have a big hole to climb out of. Brian Ortiz checks into the game along with Abel Miranda Diaz III. Coming out of the game is Saya Nunez and Tristan Guido. So Brian Ortiz, a receiver, occasionally will line up in the backfield as a halfback. He's back there right now with Daniel Gonzalez in for his second play in a row at fullback. Handoff to, no, it's a quarterback option as Princeton Reed is gobbled up in the backfield for the 2 or 3 yard or 4 yards we gained on the run by Tristan Guido. We lost. So now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10 as Perez Jr., number 7, checks into the game. And number 4, Fernando Rodriguez, comes out along with 63, Adrian Mendez, coming out of the game. So 3rd and 10, and again, I know I say this every freaking drive, but this is a big down right here. We cannot give the ball back late in the third quarter, down 19, if we want any shot at this game. So shotgun. Brian Ortiz in the backfield. He gets the handoff on the sweep to the left. He's trying to make it outside around the corner. Can't get there as the 49ers bring him down in the backfield for about a loss of 2. It's going to bring up 4th and 12. Just cannot get anything going right now. This 49er defense showing how they can move laterally with speed as well as north and south on both offense and defense. Most of the time throughout the year, Brian Ortiz can make it around that corner and head for the sideline, but 49ers have done a good job of containing the outside and keeping everybody on the inside. So Fabian Cueto now in the backfield with Princeton Reed. Daniel Gonzalez still in the game at fullback, but lined up on the left side this time. Shotgun formation, 4th and 12. Princeton Reed drops back to pass and just gets sacked. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. There seems to be some stoppage on the field. Nope. Turnover on downs. 49ers take over on the Raiders' 21-yard line. And my source told me that the Rams, who are another top team in this 11U division, beat the 49ers last week. So if we can't hang with the 49ers, then we're in for another rude awakening in 2 weeks after the bye week when we face the Rams. But I know Coach Hector Gonzalez and the rest of his coaching staff are, in my opinion, best in the business when it comes to watching film and making adjustments to anything that we're not doing well right now. Shotgun formation for the 49ers. A quarterback option as number 4 makes a move on Princeton Reed and runs it all the way in for a 21-yard touchdown run. And this game has officially gotten away from us, as we were down 19-0, and now it's going to be 25-0 as they go for the extra point here, trying to make it 26. Now, if you're the Raiders, you can't lose your composure. You can see a lot of 11-year-olds will feel defeated mentally when they're down this big, but you got to come out next possession and just start chipping away at this thing. Stay positive, get your teammates to rally around you, and try to build on whatever we can right now heading into the bye week. Shotgun formation, really a slot formation. As a running back in the backfield. Number 2, he gets the handoff and he's taken down by number 35, Elijah Hoban. And now there's a flag, a late flag. And if you try to call this a horse collar, I'm going to lose my mind. He pulled him down by the... Not that it makes a difference, but... So they'll retry here the extra point. So not a huge penalty there, but they do get the chance to do it again here. So same formation, twins to the right. Halfback number 2 in the backfield with the original starting quarterback number 11 and number 22 and 3 out on the other side. Receiver. 5 linemen as they spread out the offense. Raiders with 8 in the box. They're going to throw in a slant, and it was thrown a little bit behind him, and they cannot convert. So still 25-0 here in the third quarter. And we'll have to watch, this film back later. And if anyone was not able to live stream because, or if you have a family member that really wanted to watch but they're working or whatever, these videos will always be on our YouTube page, so they can always go back and watch them. As the 49ers get set to kick off here. So tough day at the office for the Tucson Raiders right now. As the 49ers line up the kick. They've done that squib kick down the middle a couple of different times. I want to say every time as they swap out the ball here. Nice one-handed catch from the 49ers coach. So number 44 for the 49ers set to kick off. Raiders with 9 guys in the front row and only 2 guys back. If he kicks it deep here, we're cooked, and he does. As the Raiders return man retreats, that's number 23 as he does what he could, but when you have the guys, 9 guys up front waiting for that squib onside kick thing like they've done the entire game, and then you boot it deep, it's tough to get any sort of return out of there. That was Cristiano Chavez de la Rosa on the return there, as he did a good job of doing what he could with a kick that went over his head. So Raiders will start with the ball 1st and 10 on the 23-yard line. No, sorry, 27-yard line. 28-yard line. So 1st and 10 Raiders. Let's see if we can get any sort of positive yardage on offense, as this 49er defense has shown up to play today. So 49ers running a 4-4 defense. Oh no, 5-3. 5-3-3. So 5 guys up front, 3 linebackers, 3 defensive backs. Raiders line up with Tristan Guido in the backfield with Princeton Reed at quarterback in shotgun. As the Raiders get situated, they're playing man coverage on 49ers. Ooh, there's going to be a false start if they want to throw the flag. They totally could have on our number 12, but they didn't. Quick throw out to number 20. Bobbles in. He's hit immediately as we're blocked by those canopies. But that was number 20. And we definitely got away with one there. Is number 12, Cillian Sanchez, did jump a little bit early, but they didn't call anything. On the catch, number 20, Christian Gomez that time. 1 yard gain. As it's maybe an injury timeout. I don't see, it's blocked by the canopies, but number 20 was on the catch. And now number 20 is not going back with his teammates to the sideline. So I'm assuming he's somewhere behind those canopies. Again, that's Christian Gomez as he's up and kind of hobbling off the field. So he looks to be all right. Maybe just a little sprain. But you know what? This is, if there's any silver lining, this is good for a team that is as good as the Raiders are to go through something like this, because you're not going to win every game by 50. So it really shows their character down big of how they're going to respond and if they're going to continue to fight throughout the fourth quarter, which you've seen they, for the most part, have. But believe it or not, when you're an athlete and you're going to develop certain characteristics down 25-0 in the third of how to fight through adversity and fight through tough times that you can use later on throughout the season. So Raiders come back out, 2 wideouts on each side. Prince and Reed in shotgun with Tristan Guido in the backfield as receiver in motion. Princeton drops back to throw, and he has number 81, but number 81 was behind the secondary there, and I don't know if he slowed down a little bit or if it was a little bit of an overthrow. But regardless, we complete that there, then they're off to the races. But just slightly out of reach. That'll bring up a 3rd and 10. So 49ers rush 5 guys pretty consistently and then just playing man coverage on the outsides. And being able to stick with these receivers. And when you're rushing 5 guys and you only have 5 linemen, it's 1-on-1. And if anybody gets through, you're cooked. Deep ball this time to number 17, Anthony Rochelle. But good coverage downfield as a 49er defender. Number 44 just bats it away. As the Raiders are trying to get anything going. They go deep on the last 2 plays there, but good defense by the 49ers. And again, your game improves as an athlete when you play the best competition. Even if you get smoked a game or 2, like, you do play better when you play really tough teams. And I think right now we're just struggling with, we beat the Dolphins pretty easily in the first game, then won 42-0 last week against the Seminoles, and then we come straight to the 49ers, who aren't messing around. So it'll be interesting to see how we respond here. Prince of Reed back to pass and shotgun as he's getting swarmed by 49er defenders. I mean, again, if you're rushing as Prince and Reed is down, but if you're rushing 5 guys and there's 5 linemen, it's 1-on-1. And if you blitz 1 guy, that guy's not going to get touched by anybody on the offense. As Prince and Reed is still down, grasping his left ankle, I believe, but he's up now. As that was 4th down, so it's turnover on downs. 49ers take over at the Raider 20. So 25-0 49ers, and they're threatening again. As you see that Raider defense kind of making their way back on the field. But they do look mentally defeated. And I hate to say that, but I think you got to go out there fired up, down 25-0 or not.
I can relieve you.
Shotgun formation here, single back in the backfield. Number 11 in at quarterback. Here comes the blitz. Throws deep to number 44 and slightly overthrows him as there was pressure on the quarterback.
You did. You did great. You can do it anytime.
As the Raiders sent a blitz right there. And a couple of linebackers look like Tristan Guido and Elijah Hoban got through. But quarterback got rid of it quickly and threw off his back foot and slightly overthrew number 44 for the 49ers. We also had decent coverage back there, so good D there as we go into 2nd and 10 here in the third quarter. Shotgun formation, quarterback drops back to pass, and now he's running for his life, and he's going to get brought down by 3 different Raiders in the backfield for a quarterback sack. That's number 11, number 23, and number 9 for the Raiders, as we're seeing some good defense here. That's Cristiano Chavez de la Rosa, Liam Edwards, and Reyes Hernandez Jr. all in the backfield for the quarterback sack. So good to see some life out of this defense as they're still out there fighting. As there is a 49er down.
I know, man. It was so close. Me, that extra point to tie it. What happened, boy? She's not hitting or what? No, I mean, Jen.
But he's up and good.
We just get comfy? Think?
So after the injury timeout, the 49ers, after the quarterback sack, will have a 3rd and 20 coming up, as it looks like this might be the end of the third quarter. So they'll go down to the other end. And it's 4th quarter here. Raiders down 25-0 to the Sahuarita 49ers.
Dump out the water and then see if you can rinse it.
And again, when you're down this much in the 4th, it's you use this last quarter to really build on anything you can, make adjustments, keep the guys motivated, and kind of treat this as like a 0-0 game in the 4th. If you go into it mentally thinking, dang, we're down 25-0, then you're not going to be playing very well in the last quarter. So, but they've shown good defense these last 2 plays as they got pressure on the quarterback the first drop back, and then got about a 9-yard sack on the second play, which now it's going to be 3rd and about 19. So shotgun formation, 3rd and 19 here. Fake handoffs. The quarterback takes it to the right side as he is brought down that time by number 29, I believe, Fabian Cueto, and number 11, Liam Edwards. So maybe a yard, but again, good defense again. And it's not like there's a different offense out there or anything. Same offense, same defense, just Raiders making adjustments. As it's going to bring up 4th and about 18. So 4th and 18, shotgun formation, twins to the right, running back in the backfield. Takes the snap, he drops back to throw. He looks like he wants to go deep, throws deep anyway, and he just overthrows as the receiver upset with himself because he stopped running, and I think he knows that's on him a little bit, as it'll be a turnover on downs. So Raiders, a good show of defense there, and their willingness to fight even though they're down big. So good defense, turnover on downs. Raiders take over on their own 29-yard line. So far, I would say the biggest struggles, and we've done this with every game to try to figure out where the game is being won and where the game is being lost. And I definitely think the Niners sending 5 guys every play on defense, 5 defensive linemen against our 5 offensive linemen. Majority of the time, we're doing a good job of keeping him out. But if they blitz one more guy, he's getting in there with nobody blocking him because all the 5 linemen are blocking the 5 defensive linemen, which pressures the quarterback. And then these defensive backs for the 49ers are playing man coverage all game, and they're staying with them. As flag thrown. Maybe a false start here. Let's see. A dead ball false start on the offense. So they'll go back 5 yards. So it'll be 1st and 15. I didn't see who jumped, but false start regardless, is they'll line up 5 yards deeper this time. 1st and 15 on the Raider 24-yard line. Shotgun formation, motion to the left by number 81. Handoff fake handoff as Princeton Reed tries to take it himself to the right. And there's just nowhere to go. So about a 1-yard loss here as we're looking at 2nd and 16. And again, in previous weeks, we're used to seeing Princeton be able to make it out of those situations, but there's just more guys in the backfield this week than we've seen in the past. And he can't dodge 3 or 4 of them by himself, so it's tough. So 2nd and 15 or 16 here. So shotgun formation again. Tristan Guido in the backfield with Princeton Reed at quarterback. He gets the snap. Under pressure, he bounces to the outside again, trying to juke guys. And again, it's 1-on-7, and he's tackled.
For another loss. Let's see what that is. It's 3-4 yards.
Yeah, about a 3 or 4 yard loss there on the sack. As again, you see Princeton Reed juke the first couple guys, but then it's almost like the 49ers, once they see him scrambling, they almost forget their assignments and guarding their receivers, and they run for the quarterback, and then it's 1-on-7, and you can't do much with that. So timeout Raiders here is it's going to be a 3rd and about 18 when they come back, maybe 19. And just have literally gotten nothing going on offense. We're midway through the 4th here, maybe a couple minutes of the 4th. Raiders down 25-0 here against the 49ers, who, like I said earlier, played the Rams last week and lost. And that's who we play next after the bye week. So we got to be ready for that game, as we have 2 weeks basically to prepare for that. Princeton Reed in shotgun. Takes the snap. He looks like he's going deep, and it's dropped by number 20. It's a little high, but went through his hands there. That ball intended for Christian Gomez, number 20, I believe, as he's upset with himself, as he was, again, behind the safety. So you see little glimpses of opportunities here, but unfortunately, us just unable to capitalize. So it'll be 4th and 19, 18. Raiders getting set here. They have bunch trips receivers to the left. You have Fabian Cueto in the backfield with Princeton Reed. Shotgun formation. Princeton takes the snap, looks to throw to the outside in double coverage, and it's nearly picked off by number 11. And that'll be a turnover on downs. And these Niners are just all over anything that we try. Now remember, we have 12U coming up next. The only thing I'm thinking about here is as the sun starts to go down on that side, it's going to be blasting through these windows right onto my camera. So I'm hoping it's not going to overheat. But I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll see. But 12U coming up next, Raiders 49ers, followed by 14U. As the 49ers take over on downs, 1st and 10 here from the Raider 19. The Raiders running the 4-4 defenses. So here comes the snap. Blitz coming as he throws out to the outside of number 22. And he breaks one tackle, makes his way down the sideline, and he barely steps out of bounds. So good job there by Fabian Cueto to at least get him out of bounds. But he had half of his shoe step out of bounds. If it wasn't for that, he would have maybe scored. You did have Princeton Reed back there, but regardless, it turns into a 5-yard gain when it could have been much worse. As I adjust my camera here. So shotgun formation, number 4 in at quarterback with number 2 back at running back. Blitz coming as he throws it and catches it as he falls. That was Elijah Hoban coming in on the blitz. He got right in there, but quarterback doing a good job of getting rid of it.
You gotta be careful right now. We have a bunch of cables up there, so I can't let you go up right now. If you want after the game, I'll open it for you.
But they do get the first down, so it'll be 1st and goal from the, call it the 8.
Here we go, Niners. 1st and goal, trying to score. 4th quarter.
So shotgun formation, receiver, running back motions out, quarterback alone in the backfield as he throws the ball, but it's thrown in the dirt. It's almost like he tried to hold back.
Throws it away, had the slant.
So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line. As the Raiders try to get a stop here to prevent it from going from 25-0 to 31-0. It has been a different defense the second half for the Raiders. They did make adjustments, as you can see, as they gave up 19 points in the first half and just 6 here in the second half as we're midway through the 4th. Blitz coming as he's hit right as he hands it off to number 9. He makes his way around the corner. Princeton Reed trying to tackle him, and he scores a touchdown.
Niners fighting his way into the touchdown.
So Raiders doing a good job of getting in the backfield and almost tackle number 4, the quarterback. But right as they hit him, he handed the ball off to number 9 on a jet sweep, and he made his way around the corner, dodged the defender, and got in the end zone to make it 31-0.
All right, 31-0. Niners going for the extra point.
So extra point attempt here for the 49ers. As number 4 still in at quarterback, lined up in shotgun. Halfback motions out. Quarterback rolls to the right as he's getting chased, and he finally gets brought down.
Extra point will be no good. Just needed a few more seconds.
So no good on the extra point there.
We're good as we'll head back off to the kickoff here. Wait, not a lot of time left.
As he was brought down in the backfield by number 23, Cristiano Chavez de la Rosa. So a good play there to prevent them from getting the extra point. as the Raiders get the return team on the field.
Phone getting hot.
Not yet, but I know it's about to. As the sun comes down.
These cloud coverage.
Oh, bro, please.
There's like a lot of clouds. Hopefully we can get like some on
Let's
and
go.
off.
That'd be sweet, man. So 49ers set to kick off here as the Raiders have number 12, Cillian Sanchez, along with, I think, who is that? I think it's, gosh, I can't see his number. It might be Cristiano Chavez de la Rosa. Regardless, the kick goes over the head of the first two lines of defense there for the Raiders return team. And number 12, Cillian Sanchez, attempted to pick it up, but then did the smart thing and just fell on it as the Raiders head back out for offense here in the fourth. As the sun is nearly coming in through these windows here. We were spoiled the first 3 or 4 games as the sun was either above us or behind us. But now it's starting to creep its way. There is some cloud coverage coming over, which would be sweet if it could just do us a solid here and block out that sun. As the Raiders have 1st and 10 here from their own, looks like 31-yard line.
Hey, I know you're getting your boys ready. Do you know of any parents who can come up?
So Raiders come to the
For a bit so I can take some photos of you guys?
line of scrimmage here. It looks like Fabian Cueto went back in at quarterback
I can even teach them to put on music
as
up
the
there.
Raiders line up with 5 wideouts and Fabian in at quarterback, but 49ers still running 5 in the box as he sweeps over to the left, cuts his way back over, makes it out to about the 33-yard line for a 2-yard gain. But again, even when you have Fabian Cueto in at quarterback, they spread out 5 receivers, I think, trying to spread out the defense, but the 49ers still left 7 in the box. We still got a 2-yard gain, but so it'd be 2nd and 8. Shotgun formation. Cueto in the game at quarterback still as he does a direct quarterback draw right up the middle. Maybe gets 3 yards. Bring up 3rd and 5. As Princeton Reed coming back into the game as Fabian Cueto coming out. So Raiders come out of the huddle. Whistle blown. I want to say, I don't know what's happening.
No idea. Perhaps you're having a conversation with the line?
Yeah, there's some sort of conversation going on here with the referees. And play ball. So shotgun formation as Tristan Reed has nobody in the backfield with him as he drops back to pass. He's got a guy deep, but he's trying to find time to throw as he's just going to run, and he makes a guy fall. But again, it's 6 guys back there with him. So if you missed the first half, this has kind of been the story of the game. This week we're facing a much better defense than we have in previous weeks. And we are down 31-0 here in the fourth, as the Raiders have a fourth and about 18 coming up. As the Clouds doing their job, blocking out the sun. So 4th and 18 here. Princeton Reed still in at quarterback. You have Asaya Nunez, number 10, and number 12, Cillian Sanchez on the near side is number 81. Rodriguez is in motion to the right side. Princeton Reed backs up, looks to throw, throws to nobody. As he didn't want to hang on to the ball that time and take another sack, so he threw it. But there was nobody within the area, and the Raiders will turn the ball over on downs. So just an absolute brutal day here for the 11U Raiders, as we just could not get anything going. But we have the bye week coming up next, and we will have a chance to really show our resilience as we play the Rams in 2 weeks, which beat this 49er team. So back-to-back tough games for us coming up, but let's see what we can do when we prepare for the Rams coming up. As Raiders making a couple last-minute substitutions as Serenity Romero comes in. 49ers still in that shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. As the halfback motions out of the backfield, quarterback drops back, boom, takes a hit, finally sacked. Sacked that time by Elijah Hoban and somebody else. Number 21, Daniel Gonzalez. It'll be second and, yeah, 13 or 14 maybe, as the a lot of substitutions going on right now. I don't know what's going on. It almost looked like it was a turnover or something. Yeah, right? Get him in for those 4 or 5 plays. Now I'm guessing here that might have been a turnover.
They fumble it?
He must have fumbled, and because now the offense is back out on the field for the Raiders. So we didn't see that. We couldn't see that from up here. But sacked by Daniel Gonzalez and Elijah Hoban, forcing the fumble, and apparently the Raiders got it back, but we missed that. We'll have to roll that back and see what happened. But again, this defense showing they're not ready to give up, which is all you can ask for in a game like this, is just keep going out there and grinding. High intensity, big hits, forced fumbles.
Hot weather.
So that's all you can ask for. As it's 141 degrees today. Not really. With no wind and 0 clouds. All right, there's clouds. So good defense there. That was good to see. And remember, we have 12U coming up next. Raiders 49ers here at Sahuarita High School. As the Raiders back on the field with their offense. As number 11, Liam Edwards, with a late substitution into the game. Looks like Fabian Cueto in at quarterback.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Raiders. After the fumble that we didn't see, number 17 with the ball. So
number 17, Anthony Rochelle, with a good run to the right side-ish. He got hit big, but he kept driving forward.
Good stop.
Maybe a 3-yard gain.
About 3, maybe 2nd and 7.
So not much there, but A lot of fight in that run by Anthony Rochelle, as it'll bring up 2nd and 7.
12U game coming up next.
And again, we don't know how much time is left. So Raiders come out 2nd and 7, shotgun formation. Cueto back in the game at quarterback as they hand out to Anthony Rochelle, number 17, as he gets brought down in the backfield. There is a flag down.
Number 9 with the sack.
And then I'll move up the Raiders, I believe, 5 yards. But I didn't see what the penalty was.
Yeah, it's like a 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. Okay, 2 minutes left here.
2-minute warning, clock running. So 2nd and 9. Or 2nd and 11.
So 2nd and 1
2nd and 1.
after the penalty.
Oh, penalty. There you go.
It's hard to see those down there with the canopies, but yes.
2nd and 1.
2nd and 1 here for the Raiders is Fabian Cueto still in the. So handoff to number 35, Elijah Hoban, as he tries to run or make the outside and gets brought maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like maybe a 1-yard loss.
Looks like,
We're at 3rd and 2.
looks like back to the line of scrimmage.
So hurry up offense here for the Raiders, as Fabian Cueto just takes it himself up the middle. It looked like they got started maybe a little early. And but no call, as the Raiders continue to run this hurry up offense. And some minor changes to the Raiders offense as we still have Fabian Cueto in the game at quarterback.
Raiders after that quick play to the first down.
And now
Less than 2 minutes on the clock.
Prince and Reed
Don't lock it.
comes back in at quarterback, so Fabian Cueto will slide over to running back, as I haven't seen a lot of Daniel Gomez in the game. Oh, and Princeton Reed actually is getting the handoff as the running back. So Cueto stayed in at running back, or at quarterback, and Princeton Reed came in at halfback and took the handoff, but it was stopped immediately. So now we're looking at about 2nd and 11. As Raiders continue to do the hurry up offense. And that might be the game, as the 49ers have their arms raised in the air. So final score 31-0. The 49ers coming away with the victory, and we'll be back with the 12U game here in about 10 minutes.